Sarah here. Quick question before we start. When did you last feel your English improve? Not when someone complimented you, not when you passed a test. When did you actually feel it? If you're thinking, actually, Sarah, I can't remember, then this episode was made for you. Welcome to Listen and Learn English Easy, where we turn your daily commute, your coffee break, your evening walk into real English progress. I'm Sarah, and today we're talking about the invisible progress trap, why you feel stuck even when you're improving, and the 3-minute daily habit that proves you're not. The mirror story. Let me tell you about my student, Elena. Elena messaged me last month in complete frustration. She wrote, "Sarah, I've done shadowing practice every day for 60 days. I still sound terrible. This isn't working." I asked her one question. "Do you have your day 1 recording?" She didn't. So I asked her to record herself reading one paragraph, immediately. Then I asked her to try reading the same paragraph from day 1 of her practice, 2 months ago. She called me crying. Not sad tears, shocked tears. "That's not me," she said. "That person sounds hesitant. I sound confident now." Elena didn't feel progress because she was looking in the mirror every day. You don't see your hair growing. You don't feel your English improving. But it's happening. Here's the neuroscience. Your brain builds fluency through myelination, literally wrapping your neural pathways in insulation so signals travel faster. This process is invisible. It happens while you sleep, while you shower, while you feel like you're failing. You feel stuck. Your brain is actually building a highway. The comfort zone paradox. There's a dangerous comfort in intermediate English. You understand Netflix with subtitles. You can order coffee abroad. You survive work meetings. So your brain does what brains love to do. It conserves energy. It stops pushing. It finds shortcuts. I call this the intermediate bubble. You're floating, not climbing. And floating feels safe, until you realize you've been in the same place for 6 months. The cruel irony? The better your English gets, the harder it is to feel improvement. Beginners celebrate every new word. Intermediates expect fluency and punish themselves for hesitation. Let me be direct. If your English practice feels comfortable, you're not practicing. You're performing. The 3-minute breakthrough method. Today, I'm giving you the 3-minute breakthrough method. Not 30 minutes, not an hour. 3 minutes of intentional discomfort that breaks the intermediate bubble. Minute 1, the shadow sprint. Pick any English audio, this podcast, a song, a movie line. Play 10 seconds. Shadow it immediately. Don't pause to think. Let your mouth move faster than your doubts. The goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. Minute 2, the opinion burst. Set a timer. Speak non-stop for 60 seconds about anything. Your breakfast, your annoying neighbor, your dreams. No preparation, no notes. The messier, the better. Fluency isn't about being correct. It's about keeping going. Minute 3, the evidence. Save, record yourself. Just 30 seconds. Name the date. Read the same paragraph every day. A news article, a book page, this script. Save it. Don't listen back yet. You're building a progress archive that will shock you in 30 days. 3 minutes. That's 1 less Instagram scroll, 1 less email check, 1 song skipped. The 7-day activation challenge. I want you to try something radical this week. Not study more, not try harder, just different. Day 1. Record yourself reading this paragraph. English progress feels invisible until you measure it. I am building fluency even when I doubt myself. Save it. Forget it. Day 2. Shadow this episode for 3 minutes. Speak along with me. Copy my rhythm, my pauses, my energy. Day 3. Call a friend. Any friend. Speak English for 5 minutes about something pointless. The weather, your coffee, a dream you had. The topic doesn't matter. The act matters. Day 4. Watch one YouTube video in English. No subtitles. 1 minute only. Accept that you won't understand everything. Comfort with confusion is an advanced skill. Day 5. Write a voice message to yourself. Describe your day in 60 seconds. Send it. Don't listen yet. Day 6. Find your Day 1 recording. Play it. Then record the same paragraph again. Hear the difference. Day 7. Rest. Seriously, your brain consolidates during rest. Trust the process. This isn't a marathon. It's a compound interest account. Small deposits, massive returns. The truth about fluency. Let me leave you with this. Fluency isn't a finish line. It's not a certificate. It's not a score. Fluency is the moment you stop translating and start expressing. When you laugh at an English joke before your brain explains why. When you argue about politics in English and forget you're practicing. When you comfort a friend in their language, not yours. That moment doesn't arrive dramatically. It builds in the invisible hours, the 3-minute sprints, the embarrassing recordings, the shadowing sessions where you felt foolish. Elena didn't become fluent on day 60. She became fluent on day 1, when she decided consistency mattered more than comfort. Your English isn't stuck. You are exactly where you need to be. Keep walking. Closing. Sarah here from Listen and Learn English Easy. If this episode found you at the right moment, share it with someone else floating in the intermediate bubble. Sometimes we need someone to remind us we're not drowning. We're just learning to swim deeper. Your challenge starts now. Not tomorrow, not Monday, now. 3 minutes. Hit record. I'll be back next week with a new shadowing practice. Until then, keep speaking, keep doubting, keep going anyway. Bye for now.